asked by the board to explore options to potentially bring private roads into the state system. Staff got in contact with VDOT, and according to them, the going rate to bring a private road up to state standards is generally $300,000 per mile. It's also important to note that the initial survey work and engineering design is not part of that $300,000. Three options we came up with. The first is a special taxing district. Need 50% of the residents within the special district to agree. In staff's research, many localities up that to 75% of the district. 100% of the cost to bring the road into state standards is borne upon the property owners. And in research, typically this is based on a 5, 10, and 20-year tax option. Is a VDOT revenue share program. Every 2 years, VDOT provides a 50-50 match to bring roads up to state standards, and the other match would have to come from the property owners. In researching of the special taxing district, staff believes that you could make use of that special taxing district to receive that other 50-50 match. The option is a public-private partnership. In speaking with residents on Victoria Drive, they indicated the need for financial help to maintain their private road.
To do that, but I wouldn't really want to do that. I mean, if your driveway fails or something like that, you're responsible as a homeowner to take care of it. So, you know, I understand that where they're coming from, but it's really their responsibility. You know, we're not here to correct every wrong, and frankly, we don't really have the funds to be able to do that at this point. We're already scratching pennies, but the 50-50 match for VDOT, I mean, that's where you would start.
I mean, you buy some property, you have an agreement, and then somebody reneges on it, doesn't do their part, and then comes to the county and wants us to pay for it. It doesn't sit well with me, but I understand there's a safety issue.
The county would not be paying for it. The county would be assessing a special tax on them to pay the 50% of their portion.
For private roads, correct? The perpetual care though, right? We could still run it one, say the homeowners own these, in this private development, could face issues down the road with perpetual care, even though we've made it more restricted. So have we done anything in the ordinance to prevent that from happening?
Require a road maintenance agreement to be signed and recorded by all property owners, indicating, hey, there's a road maintenance agreement here, and we've seen them done different ways. We have a boilerplate agreement people can use, but if somebody wants to use a county attorney, we just make sure that it's talking about the meat of it, of what we need for the perpetual maintenance, then we typically sign off.
We believe that the property owners have the discount.
So I don't want to drag this out, but just for me to understand this, I agree with Mr. Martin. If I've got to select one, number 2 is going to be the option I think we need to go with. This whole thing's a slippery slope, as far as I'm concerned. But educate me on the revenue sharing. So if VDOT puts in 50% and 50% is responsible from the landowners, from the property owners, do they have to have their 50% acquired before VDOT will initiate their 50% to move forward?
Yes, to make, if they would want to put that money up front and then special tax them over the X amount of years to recoup that money, or require those property owners to put that money up front at the beginning.
Saying that, you know, people bought on the private road, this and that, but, you know, if we have citizens get trapped and can't get to their house, we're gonna be hearing about it. And I guarantee you, all 7 of them, all 5 of us, are gonna be sitting up here trying to figure out what to do about it. So I'd rather be more proactive than reactive.
I don't think any of us will argue that point, but this could be as many private roads as we have, this could be a very, very expensive endeavor.
Yeah, I mean, it takes the responsibility away from the property owners. I mean, you know, we do live in America still. I think it's your own free will to choose where you live and the places you live. If you live up 60 West or you live far away from fire and rescue, you're gonna get slower service.